house right here, folks. Step right here, folks.
Welcome to U.S. Cellular Field, home of the Chicago White Sox.
Time for the crack of the bat and the pop of the leather. Welcome to MLB 2005. A good game tonight between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. Welcome to tonight's game. With my partner, Dave Campbell, this is Vin Scully. And I'd like to welcome the third member of our team, Matt Vasgersian. What do you have for us, Matt?
Thanks, Vin. Good to be here with you guys. The White Sox are sitting atop the AL Central right now, sitting pretty. They're happy they played well in the early going, but it's a long summer and they haven't even begun to think about the postseason yet.
Thank you very much, Matt. And here's how the defense lines up. The left fielder, Carlos Lee. Center fielder, Aaron Rowand. In right field, Maglio Ordonez. The third baseman, Joe Creed. Shortstop, Jose Valentin. At second base, Willie Harris. At first, Paul Konerko. At catcher, Miguel Olivo. Starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox, Danny Wright. In 2003, nothing seemed to go well for the hard-throwing Wright. 0-7, 6.85 ERA in 15 starts, averaging a walk every 2 innings pitched. We'll see if he fares any better here. Now the starting lineup, leading off, Desi Relaford. In the number 2 position, Angel Baroa. In the third spot, Carlos Beltran. In the cleanup spot, Mike Sweeney. Hitting fifth, Juan Gonzalez. In the sixth position, Ken Harvey. Hitting in the 7th spot, Joe Randa. Hitting 8th, Aaron Guile. Rounding out the lineup, Benito Santiago. First up, Desi Relaford.
You know, Dave, Relaford is hitting .278 in the early goings here.
Right. Line shot into center field.
Man, the pitcher's pretty fortunate he didn't hit that one out. In this game, you can't make mistakes out over the plate.
And he finds a way to get aboard. The heater. Fly ball crushed to center field. The center fielder is under it, and he makes the grab.
Good work by the center fielder, Vin. He got under it and made the catch.
Oh, he's gone with barely a whimper. Got the corner. 0-1.
Beltran's in love with the fastball, especially when it comes early in the count. He's becoming more disciplined, but you can get him to chase the breaking stuff away.
Line drive to the second baseman. He makes the play.
He saw it come off the bat, Vin, got in position and made the routine play.
Let's see if the pitcher can get the next batter to fly out. Foul ball. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Hit well to left field. He makes the play. After a half inning of play, the Royals, nothing. The White Sox coming to the plate. Now let's take a look at the defense. In left field, Aaron Guile. Playing in center, Carlos Beltran. Playing in right, Juan Gonzalez. At third base, Joe Randa. At shortstop, Angel Baroa. Second baseman, Desi Relaford. Playing first, Mike Sweeney. Behind the plate, Benito Santiago. Starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals, Kevin Appier. Appier is not afraid to throw a lot of pitches. He'll offer a lot of breaking stuff off the plate, just trying to get hitters to chase. And here's the starting lineup. In the number 1 spot, Willie Harris. Batting second, Aaron Rowand. At number 3, Frank Thomas. Batting cleanup, Maglio Ordonez. Batting fifth, Carlos Lee. Batting sixth, Paul Konerko. Seventh in the order, Jose Valentin. In the number 8 position, Joe Creed. And in the 9th spot, Miguel Olivo. Starting things off, Willie Harris.
You know, Harris has a nice streak going here, hitting safely in his last 8 games.
On the corner for a strike.
That splitter dived right down into the dirt, Vin. That's a great pitch.
Inside corner. The offering. Hooking right. Foul ball. Goes down swinging.
Hey, Vin, he might have struck out, but at least he didn't get cheated up there.
The four-seamer. The splitter doesn't entice him. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pop back of the plate. Misfired. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lined hard to left. Guile stops it.
Vinny got the pitch he wanted and drove it to the outfield for a single.
Batting third, Frank Thomas. That could be handy from a baby. Batting fourth, Maglio Ordonez. The runner at first. Grounded to the shortstop. He's up with it. Close play, but he's out to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 1 inning, no score in the ballgame.
No harm done there. He got the outs when he needed them.
At the plate, Juan Gonzalez. He delivers.
Juan Gonzalez.
It's going deep. Lee just got it. Batting next, Ken Harvey.
Harvey is hitting .313 so far in this young season.
He's been great so far.
Hit hard to the second baseman. He handles it. Routine play. Up next, Joe Randa.
Joe Randa.
Watches the fastball go by.
This guy is definitely a hitter's umpire.
A little high and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Way out in front of it. Fly ball hit to center. Rowand makes the catch. They go in order. After 1.5, we continue with a scoreless ball game. Batting next, Carlos Lee.
Lee has been tearing the cover off the ball, hitting safely in the last 7 games.
Ground ball hammered to short. Out.
The ball came off pretty hot, but the shortstop handled it nicely.
Up next for the White Sox, Paul Konerko. The Big Deuce, 1-0. Out of the zone, 2-0. Here's the pitch. Four-seamer.
Konerko has a nice streak going here, hitting safely in his last 8 games.
But this pitcher isn't going to back down from anyone, no matter how hot he is.
Paint master.
The catcher set up on the corner and didn't even move his glove.
Hit sharply to first. He takes it easily. Hitting next, Jose Valentin.
Here's some stats for you. Valentin has a nice streak going here, hitting safely in his last 8 games.
Now hitting, Joe Creed.
A base hit could advance the runner to third here.
And the pitch. Foul. No balls and 1 strike. Line drive to shallow left center. Barely ahead of the throw.
Then there's a lot of players that can hit with nobody on base, but this guy performs when it matters. Nice RBI double.
He takes it easily. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. After 2 full innings, the Royals are down by 1.
The pitcher had to battle a little harder than he would have liked.
Up to bat, Aaron Guile.
The left fielder, Aaron Guile.
And he puts it away.
Nice hustle to stay with it in foul territory there.
Up next for the Royals, Benito Santiago. Cutter.
That ball just missed, Vin.
You know, fans, Santiago is hitting .333 here in the early stages of the season.
He's seeing the ball extremely well here in the early stages and just wants to stay steady the rest of the way.
Fly ball smashed deep to left. He puts him away. Now batting, Desi Relaford.
Desi Relaford.
Into the windup, here's the pitch. Up next, Angel Baroa. He's 0 for 1.
Baroa is batting .216 here in the first part of the season.
Grounded toward short. Valentin throws to first. He's out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 2.5 innings, the Royals are down by 1. Due up for the White Sox, Willie Harris.
Harris is batting .419 in the early goings here.
Willie Harris.
Curveball, 1 ball and no strikes. Low and off the plate. The delivery. Drifting left, off the field of play. The deuce, 2-2. Gone on strikes.
He went after that pitch, Vin, and just missed it.
Whether the pitcher's that good or the hitter's that bad, it goes as a K. Grounder. The center fielder snags it.
Vin, some people think that's luck, but I'm here to tell you, this guy has an ability to hit it where the infielder isn't.
So he's aboard with the single, getting ready to take his lead. Low and inside. A strike. Ground ball. Relaford stopped it. He puts him away. It's close, but he's gone to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And at the end of 3, Chicago 1, Kansas City nothing.
Pretty good job by the pitcher getting out of the inning without any runs scored.
Up next for the Royals, Carlos Beltran. He's 0 for 1.
Beltran is batting .444 so far in this young season.
Deep fly ball into center field. He takes it easily.
Vin, it looked like he took a pretty good swing there. We're just going to have to look at the replay and see where he broke down on that swing.
The catcher gets under it. It'll drop. Fouled away. Here's the pitch. He strikes out.
Where was he looking, Vin? He missed that pitch by a mile.
He'd like to fan this guy now, Dave. Let's see. Routine ball to first base. And he's out at first. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 3.5 innings, the White Sox are up by 1.
The pitcher didn't waste any time getting outs that inning.
At the plate, Maglio Ordonez. Grounded to the left. He's unable to come up with it.
He got himself a base hit right there, showing quick hands and turning on the inside pitch.
Lee is hitting .333 here in the first part of the season.
1 ball, no strikes.
Carlos Lee proved to the White Sox they had themselves a legitimate offensive threat in their midst in 2003. He hit .291 with 31 homers and 113 RBI.
He lets it fly. Back of the plate. And he gathers it in. Up next for the White Sox, Paul Konerko. He's 0 for 1. He delivers. Pulled the string. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scooped up by the second baseman. He puts him away. They roll it up. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 4 innings, the White Sox won, the Royals nothing.
It wasn't a perfect inning, but nobody scored.
Next up for the Royals, Ken Harvey. Comes off hot. And he makes the catch. It's time for this day in baseball history. Matt, go ahead.
Okay, Vin. On this date, April 15th, 2000, Oriole infielder Cal Ripken lined a base hit to center off the Twins' Hector Carrasco to become the 24th major leaguer to reach the 3,000 career hit milestone.
That's all you need to do, Vin. See the ball and hit the ball. The only problem is it's not quite as easy as it sounds. 0 for 1 so far, Vin, but he should get a pitch to hit here.
He looks and delivers. Can't connect. 1-1. Ground ball. The throw to the cutoff.
Vin, an old manager told me this game is pretty simple. Just hit them where they ain't, and that's what he did.
Foul. 0-1. Four-seamer.
Vinny was hitless in his first at-bat, but he'll be hacking this time.
Hooking left. And he makes the catch. Up next, Desi Relaford.
The pitcher's got to concentrate on throwing strikes here to try and get out of the jam.
Fly ball into right center field. Works his way under it. A routine play. No run, 2 hits, no errors. After 4.5 innings, the White Sox are up by 1.
So they can't get a runner home, and the pitcher escapes without getting hurt.
Next up, Jose Valentin.
Valentin is hitting .556 here in the early stages of the season.
Jose Valentin.
Drifting right. He gathers it in.
The hitter couldn't do what he wanted with the pitch and goes down quietly.
Batting next, Joe Creed. Hard slider. Line to the shortstop. He makes a fine catch there. The manager goes with the pitching change. Now on the mound, Curtis Laskanik.
It's always interesting to see how a reliever pitches when he enters the game. First impressions do last.
Up with it.
Well hit, Vin. He stayed down and drove it through the infield for a single.
From the stretch. Smashed into right center field. And he snares it. They leave 1. After 5 innings, the White Sox are up by 1. Next up for the Royals, Angel Baroa. And he delivers.
Angel Baroa.
On the ground toward third. They put him away.
The ball got to him in a hurry, and he snagged it and gunned the runner down.
Here it comes. And it's a long fly ball to left field. Not going to catch up to that one. A home run. A 1-run blast. Hitting next, Mike Sweeney. He's 0 for 2.
Sweeney sitting .344 so far in this young season.
And if that doesn't make a pitcher wince, I don't know what will.
On the ground toward the hole. Harris scoops it. Got him at first.
Then it took an awkward hop, but he stayed with it to make the play.
Next up for the Royals, Juan Gonzalez. The liner.
Quality at bat, Vin, sending that pitch into the gap for a double.
Hitting next for the Royals, Ken Harvey. Fly ball hit into left center field. And he puts him away. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. After 5.5 innings, we're all knotted up. At the plate, Aaron Rowan.
The center fielder, Aaron Rowan.
Foul.
The batter thought he could drive that pitch, Vin, but he just missed it.
Lined left. No balls, 2 strikes. Smoke to the shortstop. He takes it, and they got him.
Easy play for the shortstop, Vin. He can make that play in his sleep.
Up next, Frank Thomas. Grounded to the shortstop. He snags it. They nail him. Hitting next, Maglio Ordonez. He's 1 for 2.
Ordonez is batting .450 here in the first part of the season.
Oh, not even close. No balls, 1 strike. Four-seam fastball. Ground ball hit to the left side. He puts him away. No runs, no hit, no errors. After 6 innings, Kansas City 1, Chicago 1. Now batting, Joe Randa. He's 1 for 2.
Randa is batting a strong .303 in the early goings here.
Valentine smothers it. They've got him. At the plate, Aaron Guile.
Aaron Guile.
Hit well to center field. Rowan stops it.
Good piece of hitting right there, Vin. He got his pitch and drove it right back up the middle for a hit.
Lofted toward the second baseman. He gets himself in position. Almost gets away from him, but he makes the catch. Up next for the Royals, Desi Relaford. Hard liner down the right field line. He scoops it up.
Then he turned on that pitch in a hurry, driving it through the infield for a nice single.
Valentine lunges but can't make the play. Two-run score.
I've seen better hands on a clock, Vin.
Oh, sometimes the mind is willing, but the body is unable. They issue him a free pass. Now hitting, Mike Sweeney. This is definitely the guy you want up here with runners in scoring position. And here's the pitch. Lee whips it to the plate.
Vinny had good extension on that swing and hit a line drive single.
Gonzalez is hitting .457 here in the early stages of the season.
Steve Wright.
He needs to relax at the plate and stop trying to do too much.
The second baseman stops it, takes it easily. They leave the bases full. After 6.5 innings, the Royals are up by 2. Next up for the White Sox, Carlos Lee. Grounded to third base. No problem.
Good rhythm right there, Vin. He got himself in good position to field the ball, set his feet, and threw a strike over to first. Now that's how you do it.
Line shot. Guile smothered it. Up next for the White Sox, Jose Valentin. He's 1 for 2. Hard liner into left field. He scoops it up. Up next, Joe Creed. He's 1 for 2.
Creedy has driven in 10 runs so far this season.
If the pitcher puts it over the plate, that run is as good as scored.
He hit the ball well last time, Vin, just right at someone. Let's see if he fares any better here.
Goes with the spinner. No balls and 2 strikes. Grounded. Stopped by the center fielder.
Vinny found a gap in the defense and exploited it with a well-placed hit.
So he's aboard on a worm burner. Strike.
He wrapped a single last at bat, and he'd love another one here.
Strike two. 0-2.
Nasty stuff. That's his 8th strikeout this year.
Up to bat, Willie Harris.
Vin, when a pitcher can get that kind of movement on his curve, it makes for a long game.
He delivers. Lifted behind home plate. Santiago is in position. He takes it. No runs, 3 hits, no errors. After 7 innings, the Royals are up by 2.
The pitcher in the dugout is grumbling. He needs better support.
Hitting next, Ken Harvey. He's 0 for 3.
The designated hitter, Ken Harvey.
Goes with the cutter. Lined into center field. Rowan smothers it.
Vin, the oldest axiom is good pitching beats good hitting, but somebody forgot to tell this guy.
Checks the runner and fires. No balls and 1 strike. From the stretch, he delivers. Misses low and away. Count is even. Can't find the zone. He looks and delivers. Liner to short. He reels it in. Batting next, Aaron Guile. He's 2 for 3.
Here's some numbers for you. Giel is batting .265 so far in this young season.
Smoke to the second baseman. Out. Base runner is gone, but the batter is aboard on the fielder's choice. Next up, Benito Santiago. Lined hard to center. The center fielder stops it.
Vinny hit that ball right on the button and has gotten himself a single.
2 men on, 2 out. From the stretch. Driven deep to left field. No problem. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. After 7.5 innings, the Royals are up by 2. Next up for the White Sox, Aaron Rowan.
Rowan sitting .349 here in the first part of the season.
A campaign to remember so far.
And that's foul. 0-1. Fly ball smashed deep to right. In position, there with time to spare.
Shows a little range and brings it in for the out.
Hitting next, Frank Thomas. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Grounder. Beltran stopped it.
Vin, that's what you call a seeing eye single. Perfectly placed for the hit.
Smoke to first base. He's in there. Hitting next for the White Sox, Carlos Lee. He's 0 for 3. Hard liner up the middle. Beltran stops it.
Some good power hitting there, Vin, swinging through the pitch for a line drive base hit.
Pitcher doesn't fool anybody there, Dave. A single. Grounded toward the hole. The left fielder snags it.
If you want to be a good hitter in the big leagues, Vin, you have to learn how to hit the ball the other way, and he did a good job right there.
Line drive into center field. He's in position, and he pulls it in. 2 men left. After 8 innings, the White Sox are down by 2.
The pitcher started the inning shaky, but got the outs he needed.
Now batting, Angel Baroa.
The manager obviously likes this guy's glove. We'll see if the confidence is deserved.
Dribbler down the left side. Easy out. At the plate, Carlos Beltran. The windup and the pitch. Way ahead of the pitch.
They walked him last at bat, Vin. He's looking for a hit here.
He stays down on it. He's safe. Now hitting, Mike Sweeney.
He struggled with the high outside stuff in the past, so that might be where you want to attack him.
Way behind it. The pitcher looks and delivers. The center fielder cuts it off.
The ball got away from the infielder, and the hitter's aboard with a single.
So it goes as a single.
Had some success earlier, Vin. Let's see if he can get another one here.
Hard liner into left center field. He scored. He's ahead of the throw. At the plate, Ken Harvey. Check swing hit. Caught by the shortstop. Up to bat, Joe Randa.
A base knock probably scores a run here. We'll see what he's got.
Ordonez throws to the relay.
He looked like he was trying to hit the ball the other way. He kept his hands behind the ball and drove it to the opposite side of the field for a hit.
A single then. Well done. Thought he might be running. 1 ball and 1 strike. Snagged by the second baseman. Throws on time. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. After 8.5 innings, the Royals are up by 4.
That took a little time. The pitcher really labored that inning.
Up next, Joe Creed.
Here's a line for you. Creedy sitting .639 here in the early stages of the season.
Into the windup. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply to the shortstop. Takes it cleanly. Makes the play.
Vin, good shortstops always find a way to make the easy plays. Good job there.
Olivo is batting .324 in the early goings here.
Lifted behind home plate. Hit foul. No balls and 1 strike. Fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit hard up the middle. Batting next, Willie Harris. He's 0 for 4. A little early. Missed. The cross seamer.
Way out of the strike zone there, Vin.
Grounded to first. They get him at second. He's aboard on the fielder's choice.
Nice decision there. Take the lead man whenever you're able.
A simple game, Vin. Pitchers have to throw strikes.
Drifting left. Foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. He's ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. A line drive.
That's what a manager loves to see, a patient hitter pouncing on a pitch he likes.
So he wraps a single and is aboard on first. Hooking left. He fires.
He could use a little one-on-one with the hitting instructor.
Hit high into center field. Beltran settles under it. He hauls it in. The Kansas City Royals have won the game. Final score, Kansas City 5, Chicago 1.
A couple of gems were pitched in that one.
Here's the player of the game, Carlos Beltran. Now for the 989 Sports Play of the Game.